Okay, I'm live. I almost missed it. I was practicing there. Okay, so welcome to Receptive Radio, your tuning station, and I'm Jennifer Seifert. And today we're going to talk about hanging out with the right tribe, finding your new tribe in your transformational life that you're going through. And this show is for visionaries and influencers who want to do their ultimate life purpose work or are already doing it and want to become better at it. And I'm so grateful for all the viewers who watch regularly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. And I would like to grow this community. So if you know people who should be part of our conscious community of visionaries, influencers, change agents, bridge builders, impact world changers, invite them. Okay, so have you ever felt like you don't fit in, like you don't belong, that you're squeezing yourself and contorting yourself and changing yourself so that you do fit in? If you have, put a yes in the comments. And I think this is very common for many of us who are transformational leaders. And we've always been a transformational leader. And we knew this when we were little kids, but we were confused because we were hanging out in our family tribe, which was not always what we were, it wasn't conditioned. It wasn't like set up to like grow our gifts. It was set up to challenge us. And why is this so important? Is because when we're stepping into our power and we're moving into doing our life purpose work, we have been moving in that direction for many, many years. We've been training and learning and all that kind of stuff. We sometimes have to leave old tribes behind and find our new tribes. And that can be difficult to navigate, especially when you're in the habit of transforming on a regular basis, because you might be outgrowing people around you consistently, like regularly. So you constantly have to be noticing, am I in the right tribe? I'm paying attention to, am I where am I supposed to be? Am I where I'm supposed to be? And I find myself doing this on a regular basis. And I'm also a little introverted as well. So I like hanging out by myself. I can do that for a long time, but I also want to do my purpose work and serve others. So I need to be out there and being in new communities that I'm not used to being in all the time. And I also know that many of us are trying to, find our ideal clients and people that we're supposed to serve and be of service. And we have to get out there. We have to be out there shining our light. And so when you're younger and you're in this tribe that you know you don't fit in, you're this eagle with all these chickens with their chicken frequency belief systems, and there's more of them than you. So you've been conditioned, you've been patterned with their belief systems, and we're consistently unraveling those. So it's a lot of work and it can be very confusing. So I just want to share a little bit about what I've been going through in the last 2 weeks that relates to this topic, if you don't mind. And so I'm part of several different tribes. I'm the family tribe, the horse racing tribe, which is the family tribe, the friends tribe, the accounting tribe, the professional accounting tribe, which I have exited. But it's still, I still have those letters. I'm still part of that tribe. I'm also I'm entering into new communities, and I'm going into new groups in Facebook, and I'm looking at, the networking groups and that kind of thing. So I'm navigating new tribes. And it's not always easy because there's so many different people. There's so many different belief systems out there. And so you're, going into these new ways and you're not sure if you should show up as who you really are, because you might be judged again. And it's because it triggers all of those old patterns from when you were a kid. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been working on some transforming money patterns from the family. Patterns, winning, you have to win races to make money. That pattern has been ingrained in me. And that's not a great pattern. That pattern, is interfering with my success. And because I don't have to win a race to make money. That's not true. But I grew up with that. I grew up with that pattern. So I'm unraveling that pattern. And I might have to leave the horses behind in the same time. I might have to leave that community behind in the same time to unravel that pattern even more and to move more into my life purpose work, which has nothing to do with horses. And I know many of you might feel this way too. Leaving the family tribe, family business and all that kind of thing, that's a difficult choice. That's a difficult thing to navigate. And then going into the new tribes is also difficult to navigate because it's all new people, all new energies. And when you're empathic, like most of us are in this group, if you're a conscious visionary, you're sensitive, you're more sensitive to energies and signals and that coming from other people. And when you're transforming and doing lots of unraveling work, you have the opportunity to create new patterns, and you're opening up senses that you might have not used before because you've cleared things that were in the way of them. And so you might have access to heightened sensitivity, heightened perceptions, and they're newer to you and you're not learning how they operate for you. And so when you're going through this stage, a lot of movement of energy can be happening. And so I want you to be easy on yourself, because during this transition stage, which I've been noticing with myself, is I've been feeling a little bit alone, not sure if I'm in the right place. Am I doing the right things? And being a bit more discerning, because like I said, those eagles, when they're flying in the sky and they have their prey, the crows are coming after their tail wings, so we have to be conscious that the brighter you get, the more seen and recognized you get, there is going to be more rejection out there. There's going to be more jealousy. There is going to be more, I want what you have. And we have to navigate that. And it's difficult. It's not the easiest thing to navigate. And when we're not oversensitive, we have heightened sensitivity, and you're opening up new pathways of intuition that you're learning how they work for you, because everyone's intuition is different. Everyone's way of understanding their intuition and how it is telling them information is completely different from everybody else. We might have similarities, but there are differences. And so it's very important that you give yourself the space and the time when you're going through a big transformation, when you've gone through a big unwinding of old patterns, that you give yourself the space and the time to integrate and understand the new perceptions, the new heightened sensitivity that has been opened up for you. Because I know that as my skills and sensitivities grow, which I'm in that profession of, clearing and cleaning and blessing and opening up new skills. I love, getting new perceptions and expansion of consciousness. That's my shtick. That's my jam. I have to be more discerning. And also, I've noticed when I'm unraveling things and I'm sharing what's going on with me with other people, sometimes their support or their understanding of what I'm going through isn't accurate. And then it might, screw me up some more. So be very discerning when you're going through a big transformation and you're looking for your new tribe, because you can end up in the wrong place. And then you got to get yourself out of it and then, seek again. So I want to talk about that in the practice part of this today. So during the integration stage, you might feel more alone while you're seeking out your new place, where you fit in. What like-minded people should you be hanging out with, or do you want to hang out with? And also you might notice and learn more about your intuition. You might have, more clairs open up, more clairaudience or clairvoyance or clear knowing. As you open and become more receptive, there's more information that you're accessing. And there's a lot of information out there that has nothing to do with screens. There's a lot of other information out there. And you're becoming more sensitive to your body and understanding your body as well, because the body is the vehicle for the home for the heightened sensitivity that you're expanding. And it's not anyone else's intuition that should be guiding you. It should be your own intuitive guidance system. I've trademarked that. Intuitive guidance system and the life direction system. Those are part of what I teach. You want to get really very clear about your intuitive guidance system, because it's completely different from somebody else. So one practice that I've been really honing in on lately, because it has been shifting for me as I've unwound patterns, is a gut check. And it's just a new way of me hearing it from somebody else, calling it a gut check. Because your intuition, your gut knowing, that's, been around for a long time, that saying. But the gut check is like noticing how you feel when you're around a particular person or in a particular place, like a community. I've noticed that my gut has been telling me things by, and I've actually talked to my gut about it, like tell me how to notice when I'm not, like, let's say I'm around narcissists, which they seem to be very attracted to me. So I've had many relationships with narcissists and work, professional and intimate. And so I need to be very clear about if I'm around them and they're not for my highest good. And I want to know that. And so I've asked my gut to really give me a clear signal of when I'm in that situation. And so I practiced it a few times. And for me, it's just a tightness will come and I will feel not good enough around these people immediately. All of a sudden, I'll just feel I'm not good enough. And it's not the old belief system coming in. It is the signal that I have told myself, that I have understood for myself, that tells me I'm in the wrong place and this is not for me. So you can ask your body, your gut, to give you a signal and your feelings to turn on in a heightened way if you're in a place where you should not be. Because I have tested it both ways. I've tested it by actually like getting into the situation multiple times and seeing it turn on. Like I can go into the fire a lot to test things out. And you don't have to do the crazy work that I've done to figure all this out. You can just trust that if you ask your body to tell you something and give you a signal with a feeling, that it's working. It's working. So I've tested it out frequently in the recent months about why am I feeling bad again? Oh, they're not for me. Doesn't mean they're a narcissist. It just means they're not for me. They're not for me. And another thing is be on the lookout of how your resistance is showing up for you when you're around other people, because it could work on the opposite direction. You might be supposed to be in that tribe, but you have resistance coming up because you're afraid to move into that next level, that higher frequency, and the old pattern just keeps coming up a bit to hold you back. So be on the lookout for that too, and ask yourself, is this resistance? Is this because I'm just afraid to move into this bigger level, this bigger opportunity for my life? And I just need to move through that resistance. And so this is what coaches and shamanic teachers and mentors are really good to help you with, is these transformative integration stages where you're going from one place to another, and it's new. It's new. It's unknown. You've never been there before. So you want to be on the lookout for gut check. Yeah, they're not for you. Train yourself how it works for you to notice that. And then also be very clear on how your resistance shows up for you. Mine is always like a shoulder pain or a pain in my back where I actually got kicked in the back by the horse. It comes on tight, like, oh, this is just resistance. And then I also have this feeling like, oh, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. As soon as that comes on for me, I know it's resistance. It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to do this. That is just my resistance, not wanting to move into the next up level for my life. So I've practiced those a lot for myself, but that's the thing. That's for me. That's for me. You have your own intuitive guidance system that talks to you and tells you how to notice if it's not for you, or you have to move into it because it is for you. And so thank you for practicing that with me. So that the gut check and the resistance check, just noticing, discerning for yourself when you're navigating into the new tribe from the old one. And even if you stay in the old tribe, because I'm going to stay in my family, I love my family, I love my horses, you just show up as yourself in that old tribe. And you don't let them bother you anymore. That's how I do it. And doesn't mean I don't have challenges there. So I want to ask you, where do you think you have challenges finding your new tribe and using your intuition to help you? And if you can put that in the chat, that would be awesome. And I'll connect with you later on that too, after this episode. But I want to ask you, where do you think you have challenges finding your tribe? Because I think if we put our answers in there, everyone would be, might have a similar challenge. And then also, do you have any challenges understanding your intuition as you expand and create heightened receptivity and sensitivity for yourself? And so how would it be if you had a guide who could help you with that, help you move through that and understand yourself better, understand your intuitive guidance system better? And I'd like to ask, are you okay if I share an opportunity for you for a tribe opportunity? So I have created a group healing community. And so I'm a shamanic healer, and I have been practicing this for 15 years or so, doing shamanic healing work. And it's part of what I offer when you work with me. And shamanic healing, clears old patterns, old energies, resistance, and makes space for the new heightened receptivity, the new consciousness that you're stepping into, the new frequency for you to take hold and be available for you to access and become permanent. And I've created the group healing community, and the next healing ceremony that's coming up is the summer solstice healing ceremony. And at that ceremony, we will anchor into the powerful summer solstice, the alignment of it, and the timing of it, and the portal energy of it and the light energy of it to really help us with our purpose, our power, our prosperity, and from moving from the old to the new in a powerful way. And in group work, you can really do a lot of work individually for yourself and all your relations down the line, the ancestors and into the future. And that can have a massive ripple effect on the global community as well. And group healing work consistently done on a regular basis could have a massive impact. And I would love to have you be part of that community. And so it's June 20th at 6:30 p.m. is the summer solstice healing ceremony. We already did one in May. So when you become part of the community, you get access to all the previous recordings, so you can do them as many times as you want. The May topic was abundance and prosperity healing. And so there's a new one every month, and I have them planned out to the end of the year so far. And so the first month is free, and you can cancel at any time. So you can just come for the free one and cancel. But if you stay on, you get access, unlimited access to all the previous recordings, and you get to be part of this community. And as it grows, you could get to know more people who are in your like-minded tribe as well. And so I'll put the link in the chat for the June 20th summer solstice healing. I'd love to see you there if this resonates with you. So thank you so much for letting me share. This is Receptive Radio, your tuning station, and I'm Jennifer Seifert, shamanic teacher, business mentor, and soul guide. And this is for visionaries and influencers and change makers who want to make a global impact and do their life purpose work powerfully and create prosperity doing what they love. So please put your comments in the platform that you're watching this and your likes, and share this with anyone else you would love to join Receptive Radio, a free conscious community. So have a great day.